I've been thinking about truth, our capacity to know if or when something is true or not. Truth in politics has been in the news. Many people would say that political truth is an oxymoron, with the accent on moron, and leave it at that. There does seem to be truth in the physical world, indisputable facts, I mean. For example, I could say that you are solid, relatively speaking, and this wall is solid, and there is no way you can just pass through this wall. Now, a magician might do it through deception, smoke, and mirrors. He might work it out so that he would appear to pass through the wall, and in doing so, challenge my truth. But it would be a trick. It is true that you can't pass through the wall. You can't be in two separate locations at the same time, either. Many crimes have been solved on the basis of that truth. In other matters, the truth becomes less certain, and a less certain truth is no truth at all. Scoring in the Olympics or at a boxing match, even experts can disagree on the quality of a performance and as to who won or lost. The truth can get muddled in these situations. In court, with a judge or jury, the question is debatable. What is the truth? Guilty or innocent? It's not an easy call sometimes. It gets sticky fast. We do our best, exercise our judgment, knowing it may not be true for certain. Sometimes juries just give up, say they cannot agree on a verdict on what they think is the truth. That's a hung jury and a mistrial. The truth is lost in this process. And when it comes to simple personal opinion, then the truth truly becomes elusive. I think it is true to say that we might have two completely contradictory statements about something, and they both could be true. That isn't very satisfying. I come away thinking it is important to have a healthy respect for what we do not and probably cannot know for certain. All of this makes me think of three people. The first is Zeno of Elea, a philosopher who came up with a number of interesting paradoxes that seem to me to be a precursor to calculus, shaving things to an infinite limit. In one, the divided space, Achilles is racing a turtle. If Achilles gives the turtle a head start, Zeno could logically demonstrate that Achilles will never catch the turtle, no matter how fast he runs. In another, splitting time, Zeno said that in any fixed, durationless instant in time, an arrow in flight is not moving, and therefore the arrow will not arrive at its target. I don't think that time allows for a lack of duration, but who am I to quibble with Zeno of Elea? The second person is Werner Heisenberg. He is known for what we call the uncertainty principle. In 1927, when Babe Ruth was busy socking 60 home runs, Heisenberg said that the more precisely the position of a particle is determined, the less precisely its momentum can be known, and vice versa. This is due to the wave matter nature of all quantum objects, and there's a formula, but I'll let that pass. It's enough for me to know that even great physicists admit to uncertainty. Finally, we have Erwin Schrödinger's cat, another paradox he created in 1935. He was upset with others who were proposing something called quantum superposition, which was a quantum system such as an atom or a photon, which could exist as a combination of multiple states corresponding to different possible outcomes. Schrödinger thought that was stuff and nonsense. He said it was absurd and would lead to quite ridiculous cases. For instance, if you had a cat, a flask of poison, and a radioactive source in a sealed box, along with an internal monitor which could detect the decay of a single atom emitting radiation. If that did occur, the monitor would automatically shatter the flask, releasing the poison which would kill the cat. According to what was called the Copenhagen interpretation of quantum mechanics, the correct analysis of this situation is to say that, after a while, the cat is simultaneously alive and dead. Schrödinger said nuts to that. Reality dictated that the cat was either dead or alive, and he was not about to abandon reality, not for any quantum system. He called this result Verschränkung, or entanglement, which is as fine a description of reality and our search for the truth as I know.